it's another sign of how extreme this summer's drought is shaping up to be. The state now forecasting Lake Oroville could hit a record low level not seen in nearly half a century.
CBS 13's Steve Large is live at the reservoir with the extra concern they may be forced to shut down the power plant, Steve, because of the water woes.
Yeah, I'm live on top of the Oroville Dam right now. This is the tallest dam in the entire country. Oroville Lake has a huge water supply for the state of California. Normally, not so much right now. It is a picture showing California's looming drought problem. Houseboats sunken down, surrounded by Lake Oroville's steep banks.
It's sad.
Kim Gunter owns a houseboat on the reservoir and has watched the water level lower each day.
They're projecting by the end of summer there will be no available ramps, no access. They may have to move marinas, all over water.
We received only 20% of the runoff that we would have expected from the snowpack we had this year.
John Yarbrough is deputy director of the State Water Project. He says the drought is so intense this year, the state is forecasting the possibility it will be forced to shut down the Lake Oroville hydroelectric power plant. At full capacity, it can generate enough power to serve 800,000 homes. It's running at 20% capacity now and could be shut down by the end of August.
This would be the first time that we would be stopping it because the lake level is so low.
Lake Oroville's record low, a 645 feet elevation, was hit way back in 1977.
We think it will get around that ballpark. We're looking at, possibly down around 640. We don't know exactly.
The California Independent System Operator is already planning for alternate energy sources.
If you look out in the distance, you can see where the lake should be.
Water woes and power problems. One look at Lake Oroville shows the concern ahead for California's summer. So if this power plant is shut down, the state says it would take a while to bring it back online. It wouldn't happen until there was enough rain to bring the lake level back up again.
Hey guys, Marty D'Angelo here, Oroville Dam Watch Group, back in action.
Folsom Lake is one of California's largest reservoirs, crucial to providing water to the state's 40+ million residents, but it's dramatically shrunken this year.
People can normally launch boats off of this ramp, especially during this time of year. But as you can see from our drone, those levels are so low, it takes at least a quarter of a mile to get to that water.
Relentless heat and dry conditions evaporating the already below average snowpack in the nearby Sierra Nevada mountains that supplies the reservoir.
If this was a normal time and this lake was full, how far underwater would we be right now?
So right now we'd be about 70 feet underwater.
100% of California suffering a worsening drought, posing a threat to farmers, the state's hydroelectric power plants, and entire communities as wildfire season approaches.
We used to think about preparing for climate change impacts as sort of a future planning exercise.
But the drought leaving officials scrambling to find solutions now.
Upwards of 250,000 people in adjacent communities are identifying other sources for their drinking water this year because of an inability to draw from this reservoir.
Acquiesce Winery's owner, Susan Tipton, is one of those people looking for water alternatives. She says her harvest taking a 25% hit last season.
It's a worry. I wonder if my granddaughter will be able to walk through this vineyard one day and make wine from it.
So concerned, she says she recently donated part of her 18 acres to UC Davis to study which grapes farmers should be planting to best thrive in these changing conditions.
Man, it seems like just yesterday the lake was getting ready to overflow and everybody was worried about the spillway. And then now we have this. No water. People moving houseboats out. Dogs and cats living together. It's insane.
We begin tonight with California's drought emergency and lake levels reaching new lows. Tonight, houseboats hauled out by the dozens on Lake Oroville just as the summer boating season kicks off. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Elizabeth Kling. Lake Oroville is quickly disappearing. Water levels are now more than 100 feet lower than at this time last year. CBS 13's Anna Giles is on Oroville Lake tonight with the dire drought conditions.
Behind me, you can see rows and rows of houseboats that probably won't see water for a long time. We spoke with some of the owners today who say they got a letter saying their houseboat would be removed no matter what. A flyover Lake Oroville shows just how dry this drought has become. The lake is down to one of the last launch ramps at Bidwell Canyon Marina. Boaters forced to descend lower and lower to keep up with the water levels. Steve DeSanto is standing in a spot he says was underwater just 8 months ago.
This is probably going to be the last one that they use until the lake's too low to not put a boat in the water.
According to the Lake Oroville public safety chief, a total of 130 houseboats from 2 marinas were hauled out on a big rig to parking lots next to the lake.
I know there's a lot of unhappy houseboaters out there right now.
Alan Link owns a houseboat on Lake Oroville that was not removed, but he's working to create a houseboat homeowners association to fight back for others.
They didn't have time to plan anything or arrange anything.
State officials say the boats were removed because they were in shallow water and could be damaged as lake levels continue to drop. One boat owner we spoke with says houseboaters have the choice of hauling their boats home or paying rent to the state to use the parking lot. According to forecasted water storage, Lake Oroville is set to hit some of the lowest water levels it's seen in 4 decades by this October.
Not even 2 years ago, we had a full lake.
So hopefully we get a good winter next year and a lot of rain.
Removing houseboats has happened at Lake Oroville before, including during the drought 6 years ago.
Wow. So I'm just curious what you faithful Oroville Dam watch people think about what's going on right now at Lake Oroville. Lake level's down to 703. And it is dropping faster than you would think would be physically possible. But it's dropping fast. And a lot of people are concerned, and of course we're concerned as well. If they do shut down the power plant, that will affect a few people. Obviously, they have to reroute the power and get it from somewhere else, which is not impossible, but kind of a pain in the butt. But I guess we're going to find out. We're going to see what happens. Not a word from the governor, of course. Why would there be? Anyway, I'll be reporting on this more over the next few weeks, and we'll keep an eye on the lake levels and keep you posted on what's going on. Thank you so much, and have a great day.